I just want to say at the start that I should have commenced my commentary way back here somewhere so you could see how quickly this signage sneaks up on you.
Morning all, it's Monday. Whoa! Okay, use other footpath. That's what I was looking for. Right. I was expecting the detour to start on the other side of that tunnel. So what we're looking at here, the Subiaco Council are doing some resurfacing, patching really is what I suspect, on the principal shared path. So let's just go back. I'm going to do a U-turn and have a look at that once again, because that was kind of a surprise, because along here there's no warning signage, and that fencing over on the right there really blocks your view of what's around the corner. So from here, for instance, you can see a cyclist dismount sign. There's a traffic management sign there which I cannot read from this angle, and then as I come around the corner, there you go, you can see the sign. So that's all a bit sudden. Let's go back over here and have a look and see if I can actually read this temporary management sign. Oh, here we go. From here I can read it. PSP closed. Please seek alternate routes. Closed from 10th to 18th of June. That's great. Okay. So it says use other path, but then doesn't actually provide any guidance on where the other path is. So I'm assuming what I should be doing is crossing the road here, going over there towards where those for sale, for lease signs are, and getting on the path that way, but I'm not sure because the path over there is going to be closed as well. In fact, the path over there is closed. I'm looking over my right shoulder here, and when I look up there I can see the path is closed. And over there it says, there's a sign, which you might not be able to see, it's behind the black pole, it says cyclist in lane. So I'm assuming where this cyclist dismount sign is, this is what they mean by use other footpath. We're not off to a great start, are we? So over there there's a sign that says prepare to stop. I can see why they'd say dismount, because they've run us down here where there's a pole in the middle of a one-way path. That's not real good. Morning. Now what I'm going to do here, okay, signage is blown over. Let's just have a look at it. Footpath closed, pedestrians. Look, it's been really windy. I can understand problems. All right. You can see some traffic management, some trucks. Plenty of signage along here for drivers. Reduce speed, prepare to stop, stop here when directed, but of course they've put those signs behind the parked cars, so I don't think drivers would see the signage over there behind the yellow car. So maybe they are going to resurface the whole thing instead of patching, because to me that looks like something that's going to pull the asphalt up. And you can see there, stop here sign just on the other side of those cars. It's a bit of a useless spot for signage. I don't really expect to see the parked cars here. A few other bits of machinery. So hopefully you can see here what that machine did in stripping off the top layer of the asphalt all the way along. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of footage because of camera issues. Now you can see here they've slowed down the traffic, and it's 40 kilometres an hour through some of these work sections, which is a good idea. I would have made it 30 because you've forced cyclists onto the road to mix it up with the cars. But for some inexplicable reason, once we get past that work site, they allow the speed to go back up to 50 kilometres an hour. And then they drop it again, supposedly, well, I guess somewhere along here, because they have these end 50 kilometre or end road work. You can drive at 50 again. Why allow that when you're going to have cyclists out here on the road? You know, for the duration, for 8 days, why not just make it 30 kilometres an hour all the way down to Nicholson Ave? I don't get it. One thing they have done, of course, is they've closed off all these paths along here. You can see the cones and a bit of signage there for that little stub of footpath going across the PSP, but they haven't done them all.
And again, just a complete lack of warning signage to let cyclists know that these paths are closed off. I didn't see anything in any of the side streets leading up to this, like this one, to let you know there's works on. Now I'm riding with a mate here, and what we normally would do here is jump the curb and get on that path where that ute is. But I told him, no, we can't do that today because there's roadworks. The path is closed. And he's like, really? Where's the signage? Where are the cones? It looks open to me. But followed instructions and we carried on along the road. Now you can see there's quite a bit of warning signage here for drivers, but not much in the way of cyclists. There you go again, N50 and roadworks. Now we saw that and there was no signage there to say this was blocked off, so we thought, oh, okay, that must mean this part of the path is open to traffic. Let's jump on here and use that. And then 100 meters later, it's like, nope, this section of the path is closed. So not doing a great job with the signage, I've got to say that. So just the lack of warning signage, the lack of maps, the failure to block things off properly, not dropping the speed limit down to an acceptable level all the way along. It's really not a great show, I think, by Subiaco City Council. And hopefully they might be able to do something about this, get the contractors to fix up some of these problems because, yeah, look, I know it's only an 8-day project and it's going to be over shortly, but still should be learning some lessons from this. So any other jobs like this that are done in the future aren't done this shambolically and this badly.